think we're good. I think we're good. So today we got Mike, Eureka2242222 on stream, combo player extraordinaire. Today we're going to be playing some Shadow Scam, as we like to call it. Just, you know, it's a little something spicier than your basic bitch blue-black Shadow, which Mike has a ton of experience with. Mike, do you have this version foiled out yet?
No, not yet. I haven't bought. I need to buy Blood Crypts and Bloodstained Mires, which I don't own, but I think I own pretty much all the other cards.
You also need the Textless Lightning Bolts. You know,
I have those, but if I
I
actually played it, I would probably get the Judge ones, which would set me back way too much money. So
there you go. Yeah, so yeah, and then we got that means that's pretty much it. The sideboard is pretty much the same. I'm gonna try the Arkan's 2-2 split with the Macabre versus the Surgicals. My first instinct is to go to 4 Surgicals for the life loss too, but I say let's just get some Macabres in there, beat some random stuff. So
it's probably a little bit better versus Breakfast, right? Because it doesn't fight on the stack.
Yeah. No, there's definitely like those niche scenarios, you know, that it's better against. It's also nice for things like, but I mean, just I guess even like lines like when they have 2 creatures in Exhume, you know, you could like tag 2 different creatures versus Reanimator. Like, there's definitely like certain utility.
Not getting packed out of Oops or something. There's definitely reasons.
Yeah, there's definitely some reasons, but then there, like things like Uro, you would just love the Surgical, you know, and be done with it like the whole game. So I think the 2-2 split is very reasonable. So let's try it out.
Yeah, I thought we called this. I thought we had a different name for this. We called it Punishing Shadow, right?
You did. I never did. I don't like naming things like that. Like, especially if they don't have like a convention, you know? Like, if you put some really unique cards together, then I guess it makes sense. Like, you know, Stryfo pile. Like okay, like there's no real name that could define all that type of stuff. But
I just like the idea of black red, like the Punisher. I just think it all makes sense. But
yeah, well,
we'll go with Shadow Scam.
I do have this nice swamp too, like the guy got this little Phyrexian swamp action. So let's see how it goes. And then got 3 meltdowns. Maybe it should be 4. With how much ACAST is running around, ACAST is kind of insane right now.
I think ACAST is really good.
Yeah, it's that. I mean, we do have 4 blasts also, you know. So I mean, I guess we are bringing in like a lot of fucking cards, so it will probably survive.
Yeah, I do like having access to Meltdown versus having to play like the artifact wrath effects, right? Like the Powder Keg and such. I just think Meltdowns are obviously spells for DRC. They're more versatile. I think they're just better, right?
Yeah,
being able to play that.
Yeah, I like it. And not only that, but it's like we don't have a lot of mana. Like playing it on 1 to kill a bunch of constructs and stuff is relevant. You know, before turn 2, like we sometimes say like because there'll be times where we have 1 land for a period of the game. You know, where we don't have the flexibility of waiting till then.
Yeah, and Blue Black Shadow. That's one of the arguments for like. I'll say it, splashing a 3rd color in Blue Black Shadow is like Meltdown, Blast are like the cards you would want, right? So
I mean, I would want like Berserk and Grist. I would say let's go green. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna go. I want to go dress down, like have a 1/1 Shadow, then like you dress down and Berserk it.
That's like, pretty disgusting. 26
you imagine your opponent's like, well, it's a 1/1 Shadow. How big could they make it? Just like. Fucking 1-2 punch.
It's like the famous.
Oh my god! Who did I just mention? Fucking Stryfo right after
That's so funny.
That's so funny. That's really really weird. Honestly, I haven't faced Stryfo in a long.
Especially like considering he doesn't actually like play all that much, so it's pretty funny to run into that.
Right after I said it, that's so weird. Damn. I think we have to mull this.
Yeah, especially against his deck. Like 1 creature is not going to be enough anyway.
Yeah, all right.
This hand's a lot better.
Get rid of Tombstalker.
Bolt's pretty bad against his deck, huh?
Honestly, if we bolt, it'd be like bolting ourselves.
But he's also not like a white deck, right? So typically threats are going to be at a bit of a premium. So I feel like between him, fetch 1, 2, 3, extra card off Bobble is 4. We're getting pretty close to casting that.
I mean, we're definitely keeping it. All right,
well, yeah, I think we just get rid of the bolt.
Okay. Let's try that then. See how this works. But yeah, as long as he's not playing white, like Badlands, probably holding a bolt here.
I mean, There's one thing that's true about Stryfo. He pretty much never plays. Like, that was probably
Thanks, Mike. Things are getting kind of serious. Yeah. 23 months. Thanks, dude. Damn, why did that sound so loud to me?
Why do we draw the perfect Thoughtseize? Is that because you get a refund if you don't?
Yeah, no, like a Thoughtseize decks, I always say like if you get the file for comp if you don't have it turn 1. Alert box. Yeah. Oh, this alert box is like juiced out of its mind. Let's lower that. All right, cool. All right, so I guess the thing is this bulb. So I guess we'll just shock Thoughtseize and go from there. Like in the bubble, we could play and activate on their turn, maybe catch what they drew for turn.
Yeah, we don't. We only play Urza's bauble, right? We don't play the other one.
No, we play 4 Mishras, 2 Urza.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, keeping the fetch around technically is better for that type of a reason too. In case we draw one, we can target ourselves.
All right, so let's just start with the Thoughtseize. See what we got going on over there.
Ooh, take the reanimate, and this game is gonna be. Then we just him them, right?
Yeah, that Minskinboo is scary. But I guess, but the thing is, I have to take reanimate here because if I him like a Fury, they can just reanimate and like kill me.
Yeah, and like you still have a chance to like hit Minsk with the him, and we have like 3 more turns to find another discard spell.
Yeah,
like I think we're fine.
All right, we'll get to try the him right away, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, they can't draw blue card force, right? So,
so. See if we get lucky and find the last card. No,
we did not.
Unless they drew another Intergancy, but all right, let's.
I'd love another Thoughtseize to follow up this him, but
yeah,
so we can go Thoughtseize Shadow Tombstalker. Yeah, Thoughtseize Shadow Tombstalker the following turn.
Yeah, like what the fuck.
No, we're gonna get to Shadow.
Oh my god, bobble!
I told you, bobble ourselves.
But no matter what, the thing is, no matter what, we're.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, I told you.
Well, actually, what we could do is we can
bobble them to see.
I mean, we could bobble ourselves, see if we want it, and if we actually do want it, I guess we could just.
No, I don't think there's any way that works out. Yeah. But one thing that we could do though is we could target them and decide whether we want to go Thoughtseize, whether we want to go Thoughtseize Shadow or him this turn.
All right, so there's a trophy.
So that makes me just want to him, and then next turn we can Thoughtseize the Assassin's Trophy, and then him and then Shadow, right?
Yeah. So I think we just get a Blood Crypt here, go with him,
and then next turn we can take the trophy, which is pretty sick. Hit the Minsk, please.
Imagine if the one card was a Veil.
We did not, but we did hit the land. Ooh, this Snuff Out might be enough to win the game through the Minsk though. Oh, they drew Reanimate?
Oh, but now we get to snuff that out.
Oh, we get to snuff it out.
And then Thoughtseize the him.
Thoughtseize the trophy and then cast a Shadow.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Just take the trophy. They only have 2 lands. We'll deal with the other part later.
And then play the Death Shadow.
Yeah. And then...
I could just bobble them. I mean...
Yeah, I think we don't snuff out because we want them to Fury us, right?
Oh yeah,
like if they Fury us for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. And we know they're drawing Island.
Yeah, because they're probably gonna Fury. Honestly, they're probably gonna Fury before combat. Because they don't want this to go up. So, oh wow, that's crazy.
I think. Do we just take it? If they attack.
But then at 6, it puts me. Then this snuff out's like pretty impossible to use.
Okay.
Because if I do it for 4, because we're gonna play this Tombstalker as a blocker.
No, wait till they attack.
I mean,
they might not attack.
Yeah, I figured they were gonna attack.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, so let's just snuff this out. Yeah, because
and then we can Street Wraith, Tombstalker. We get an extra draw too.
We might be able to kill him right now. Damn.
Next turn we can.
Okay.
Just play Tombstalker. They're just super good.
Yeah. They're gonna have to get pretty. All right, so we want to leave like one of each, right?
It doesn't actually matter.
I mean, for DRC, I was just like, if there was ever a chance, just to play correctly. I guess we get rid of Instant since we have another one. All right, nice. All right, hymns already looking good. Glad I added the hymns. The hymn was pretty.
hey, drawing the Thoughtseize and then the second Thoughtseize was also good though.
Yeah,
So.
we got pretty lucky. All things considered, we drew really well.
What's not good against them?
So he's running multiple reanimates.
He also has a lot of removal spells, right? So that makes me want to make sure that we're threat heavy enough. Maybe we can trim like a Street Wraith or two because he's running reanimates too. And DRC seems pretty mid. Lightning Bolt seems pretty well. Lightning Bolt kills Fury.
What are we even bringing in?
Oh, I guess that's probably more important. Huh?
we really
maybe we just don't board.
Like if anything, you could bring like Grim Lavamancer as just like another threat because like you just a backup on threats. But I mean, even if they reanimate a Street Wraith, is it that scary? You know what I mean? Like,
what are the blue cards? I guess is the question, right?
And probably Dak Faden. like probably Dak Faden.
I think we can like decide whether at some point we want Pyroblast, but I actually think we can just go no board. Like, is that weird? I really think we can.
Yeah, I guess we can. I mean, like the deck, like it seems
surgical because they play reanimates is like slightly interesting.
Yeah, we could surgical. Lavamancer stops Minsc and Boo on like the ETB, yeah, because you can kill in response to the tick up.
Yeah, but that's like an on-board play, and it's also like mana intensive in our mana light deck, and it needs like tons of cards. I don't know.
I mean, is it worse than like the Street Wraiths like we were saying?
I don't know. I might just run it back, honestly.
I'm gonna bring one. Let's see if we draw one, if it's any good.
Okay.
We can bring in them for petals versus the control deck.
Yeah, the only advantage of petals is they allow you to like reanimate on turn one sometimes too.
I know. Like Argon kept cutting them, and I was just like, he cut them way more than I would.
Especially against other like if they're playing reanimate too.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of want a Thoughtseize, and you might want to reanimate something like that's actually a possibility. But
the snuff out, Lightning Bolt kills Minsc and Boo when it ETBs. So I actually think I want to leave Bolt for that reason, and it kills Fury. Like, so I think I like that. The only cards I'm thinking about cutting are Snuff Out or Street Wraith for like the Grim Lavamancer.
You could like trim a Bauble.
We could trim like one Bauble and like one
Street Wraith. I think that's fine.
Yeah, let's see how the Lavamancers feel, and we can go from there. It is a little bit of more of a grindy card, which is nice. Sand seems pretty medium. Honestly, the only good thing is that if he just fetches and we fetch, we could play a 1/1, and like the only removal is going to be like Trophy. You know what I mean?
Fury.
Yeah, I mean if they Fury, but they have to Fury it like that turn. Otherwise, we get to like fetch, shock, bolt them, and it's a 4/4. Then we attack them, and it gets even bigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think that.
And then we can just then we can just reanimate our Scourge, and our Scourge is bigger than Fury.
Okay.
Because if they reanimate, their life total is going to be shit. It's going to be like an 8/8.
Yeah, I mean we could try it.
Let's try it. Like I said,
I think there's like a semi chance that this hand does nothing, but we'll find out.
Yeah, there's definitely a semi chance. They shuffled, so we're Thoughtseize. No, alright, that's fine.
I didn't say it. You said it. So we're bolting them, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna bolt them.
Just to turn on.
Exactly. So we get the fetch, shock, bolt them, and then play this dude out. You know what I mean? And then if they kill it, we just reanimate it. And
we didn't see any of their control cards though, so we're about to find out what maybe the second half of their deck looks like.
Yeah, it's like we did only see. It's a kind of. I'm gonna fetch shock main phase or their end of turn.
Yeah.
Just we don't need more lands because again, this 14 land deck floods.
Did you bolt?
Oh god damn it! I was just thinking about it. All right, it's fine. We pass. I want to do it on purpose. I was doing it on purpose.
Okay, so double bolt the middle.
Yeah, now we get to double bolt them, and there'll be 6/6s. That was the whole plan. So that Fury is never an option.
Not that we could have had 2 Scourges in play next turn. Not that part.
No, that's dumb. That's a dumb thing to say. All right, here's a deck. Told you. I fucking told you. Fucking always.
We're just gonna have to.
Oh, let's see if they put a fatty out. Imagine if they discard a Fury that we could reanimate.
I like Strix. Do you just want double bolt Dak now? Since they're at 19, what do you want to do?
Well, no, I don't want to reanimate Strix. Unless we double bolt Dak, which is. Not terrible and not great. But then we don't have it for interesting. Yeah, not having this in play is sort of screwing us a bit.
Just remember, if we don't bolt them, they can kill the Scourge by Urrowing if we're not careful.
Yeah, they can gain some life. Yeah, that's for sure. Interesting. Damn, like this is something. Yeah, I guess we'll double bolt this. We'll take it as a blessing that I fucked up not bolting them last turn as a way to kill this now. I'm gonna assume they have a Force of Will. The way they're playing, I think they have Force of Will. Like the way they're holding this.
What line did you decide on?
Yeah, I bolted the deck.
Are we double bolting deck?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna double bolt deck because it also makes Reanimate Baleful Strix a lot better. Yeah, so they had Force. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, all right. Hey, honey.
Hey, my dog ran in the yard next door. Give me just 1 sec, bro.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. All right, so we do get to see how good Grim Lavamancer is. I guess I don't want to get Furied too badly. I'm trying to make Baleful Strix to start. Damn. I guess I just play both of these. Let's see if they have a Fury. If they don't have a Fury, we're in a very good spot. If they do have a Fury, it's not great. Like, if their play is just Uro, we're fine. We get to kill this block here. So we do have a Pernicious Deed, huh? This summoning sick Lava Man, damn. It's pretty annoying. So I get the block here if I want to, which I actually don't hate. So we'll take 3. Okay, so then we kill Dak right away. Then we can reanimate Baleful Strix. I mean, we're dead to a lot. There's slow rolling removal. That's really bizarre. That's really, really weird. Okay. Let's try this again. So maybe I misplayed there a little. I do like the Lavamancers after seeing that game. Snuffouts don't seem great versus the Strix deck. What if I cut the Snuffouts for the Street Race and the Bauble to be faster? I guess it's my only way to kill an Uro. Could bring in the Surgicals. Try to like Thoughtseize Surgical. The Uro. Uro seems like it could be a pain. Agree for animated start would be pretty amazing. Haven't seen a DRC yet, which would probably be very good. Yeah, I feel like if I don't draw the removal, I'm gonna feel like really annoyed. All right, let's just do it again. Yeah, we're gonna keep. So let's bubble ourselves. See if we're gonna draw land. A Street Wraith. I think I'll leave a Street Wraith on top. Yeah, unfortunately, no room for the basic mountain. I think I'm gonna take the trophy here. There you go. Because we can get a shadow down this turn, which is nice. Misty. Damn, one card away. The pedal almost lets me get this Tombstalker down. Would have been really nice. They can reanimate a Street Wraith, which I am fine with. Just gonna do this main phase. I don't think we need a Thoughtseize, because I think like we're either win or we're dead. A Grief here, sure. Grief, pitching Grief. Okay, so we know 4 cards in their hand. And Uro does shrink my dude to a 3, so we only have 11 power currently. Bolt is pretty nuts there.
I rescued my dog from the neighbor.
Bolt,
right as you're winning.
Bolt lethal, baby. Ugh.
That's like, is that game 2 or game 3? Was there a third game?
That was game 3. Yeah, that was game 3.
Okay.
So
my dog went under the fence to the neighbor's yard and then ran in circles for the last 15 minutes. And I couldn't catch him.
Oh well, have a beer to celebrate.
I will. Cheers. Nice job.
Yeah, it was a pretty fat. Like, it was a really good win.
What happened game 2? Did we get punished for not playing the bolts?
No, yeah, it was. I mean, like, I think so, just because like we would have been able to attack the deck right away. So then they just had like the Minsk and Boo with like removal for my blocker. Like they had a trophy, so
this hand's awesome.
This hand's pretty insane. If we
get to look for something to reanimate, and we get to Thoughtseize them either way.
Yeah, so we definitely so we go turn 1 DRC here, right? Like
yeah.
Shockland DRC. Hey, Ricky Mar, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. So we get to go DRC, trigger. We actually get 3 looks, which is like we have the double bauble load. So this is where I wanted to see how the bauble would help us as far as like surveilling and stuff. All right, let's get this bad boy.
Let's do the thing.
Yeah, let's get a turn 1 delirium.
That's so funny. Isn't that hilarious?
Like, Street Wraith. We gotta bin it. Yeah, gotta bin it here. Do we want another land? Probably want another land.
We probably want one more because we're gonna use this pedal to Thoughtseize probably.
Oh, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna find another land then. There's just too many triggers that I'm gonna miss out on. See, there's another land. I guess we probably have to keep this one. It's too greedy.
Yeah, probably. Although we are drawing 2 cards, so.
Yeah, I'll leave one, I think. Now we just thought seize them, I think. I think a Mishra's Bubble them first, actually. Otawara, so it's probably 8 cast, so we're definitely going to thought seize their Chalice away. Oh, jeez.
Ooh, take that. So we could take the sneak attack?
I think you have to take sneak attack here.
Because they need show and tell plus fatty, whereas they just need fatty.
Yeah, exactly. So we're just going to take that.
Too bad they didn't have an Atraxa for us to
I know.
So
I know. That would have been, like, we're so unlucky. It's ridiculous. All right, so I think so now I could. Let's see. So what's different here?
Might as well wait till they play out the stuff in case we get to bobble something unknown. Yeah. Oh, we got to see it anyway. Never mind.
Yeah. Because we had the Mishra's Bubble, so we know everything. Yep. So they put the Folk. It's just do we want to draw another card? I think we do. Just we want to find like a him or something. So I'll just.
Yeah.
Because we want to find some interaction. Wow, the worst possible thing.
Should have been the land, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Do we just reanimate Street Wraith because we're trying to win the game?
Yeah, I'm going to fetch Shock, so we clear the top for the Surveil, and then we're just going to reanimate the Street Wraith.
They do have Otawara, which they can use, but...
I mean,
whatever.
What are they going to do? Otawara my Street Wraith so I can cycle it? Like, let's go.
Ooh, that card's really good.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Alright.
If you pay 5 mana for Street Wraith, can we talk about how you should still get to like draw a card when it comes into play? Like...
I should have attacked first. I missed 2 damage. I lost my only creature. All right, if they're at 2 life, that's on us to not for not post combat that. Sorcerer Artifact, yeah. So I'm gonna have to him before combat. Ancient Tomb, Lotus Petal. Did they draw sneak attack? So did they draw a sneak attack?
They could have drawn show and tell. Oh, they did.
They drew a fucking sneak attack. So fucking typical.
Just mill a creature here, please.
I know.
Preferably just like a Street Wraith or something that we don't want.
Basically, do they want to force to keep the Otawara?
They could force it, yeah.
They could force it if they want to keep if they're worried about keeping the Otawara. I think I want to mill a Bolt because that gives me Delirium.
Oh. Yeah.
Because it gives me Delirium.
Yeah.
I think we have to. Okay, they're forcing. Okay.
Wild.
Alright, damn.
What did they keep? Otawara?
Yeah, so they have Otawara, City of Traders in hand.
Yeah, this 2 damage might matter.
6. The wait 30 seconds, activate sneak attack.
So tilting.
just like, what's the line? I would appreciate a wait 30 seconds, activate sneak attack, and then just pass without putting anything in. That would be fine. That would be okay. Be a good troll move.
Yeah, or activate, put in Simian Spirit Guide.
Yeah, I've seen people die to that. Like,
yeah, we unironically we could if we snuffed and fetched.
Yeah, it's playing the Otawara. What? Did they draw Force Will? Or a cantrip?
Or cantrip.
Yeah, well, that sucks.
They could lock themselves here, though.
It's either they win or lock themselves. I think it's because like we have lethal in 2 turns. You know what I mean? It's either it's one or the other.
Could be a ponder too, technically.
I guess they could.
But yeah, if they pretty much lose if they lock themselves here.
So I think I'm gonna fetch here to thin. I just get I think like a Badlands probably.
I do think Spirit Guide is worth considering, right? Just so we don't die out of nothing.
Yeah.
Although we have this stuff out, so I guess we're not ever gonna die.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a land. DRC.
That's actually a really good draw.
It's not the worst. Now, if they put Grizzleburn as a blocker, I'm pretty fucked. Like, if they somehow did that, like a maniac. And actually, if they like snuck attack a Grizzleburn, we could block and snuff out. Yeah.
Yep. Because they can't draw cards, right? So
exactly.
Yeah.
So what do they have that they didn't play last turn?
And and they don't have a swamp, and they're at 3, so we can actually just attack with both DRCs and stuff the one they block if they do find just Grizzle. So we actually do beat a Grizzle.
We do beat just a Grizzle, yeah.
I hope they pondered into Grizzle and are just considering it. They're like...
Well, it's a Grizzle or Shuffle, you know, type of thing.
Yeah. Because Grizzle actually alone, although the argument is Grizzle alone doesn't actually do anything for them, because they still can't draw cards.
No, right now they could, right? Because if they attack them at 7, I have to chump in their mind, then they could draw 7.
Oh, and then they could find a blocker.
Then they could find a blocker, yeah, exactly. So there's like a reason that I hope they like think about it and do it. Like they're like, oh, if this exact situation comes up, it would be good. And it's like, yeah, do that. Like it's a great idea.
Do the thing that causes us to win the game.
Yeah, please. I'd appreciate that very much.
Or shuffle into nothing, and that also is acceptable.
Yeah, we'll allow it.
What a weird game. Although, it could have easily been over had we just been able to reanimate like a thing, right?
Yeah, if we had like the turn 1, yeah. If they just had a fatty instead of the sneak attack, you know, like we win. It's just... Well, let's look at post board, because we're either...
Pyroblasts are really good against them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we have Pyroblast, I guess Surgicals, no Shuffle. Oh, please be Grizzlebrand. If this is like a fucking Emrakul, I'm gonna lose my mind.
What a weird tank.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Go. Don't forget this block snuff.
Yeah,
don't forget.
Block snuff. Last card.
Let's fucking go. Look at this, Romario. Look at this.
This is how real decks
value
function.
right here. This is value.
I don't think it matters.
In the graveyard.
Yeah,
we're looking for a bolt here for the Rubbins.
Like, yeah, it's another land, obviously.
Come on. Shadow Masters right here.
Alright.
They just have another one for...
Yeah, you imagine? Okay. That was not going to do anything at 3 life. Alright. Cool. Now, did board Snuff out? That was just so good.
Yeah, well, they have Magus, but we actually are playing red, and we have a basic Swamp, so yeah.
I mean, 4 Snuff out for 4 Pyroblast seems pretty clean.
Surgical is actually very good against them, too.
Yeah, I like Surgical a lot.
Just because we have so many discard spells. So maybe we don't need Tombstalker.
I was going to say...
we don't need, like, maybe one other creature.
Yeah, I think we can cut because the Thoughtseize Reanimate plan is real. You know, because like we can Thoughtseize their fatty, we don't need our own type of thing.
Exactly.
I think it looks pretty clean otherwise. Like the biggest appeal of like this deck is like look at our zeros, look at our 1s, and then here are our 2s. You know, we have 4 2-drops in the deck. Like the curve is just so comically low.
I think it was Newton who told me the more free spells you play, the higher win rate your deck has. I think that's just like true.
Yeah, like it's hard to like.
Hard to argue. How many MH2 and newer cards do you have?
Yo,
and how many free cards?
How do I always have fucking 4 landers in a 14?
What is
deck?
this, bro? What is this hand?
Oh my god! Imagine this was just like reanimate and better cards than like. Fucking another 4-lander.
This could be anything, though. Could be anything. It's actually only 3 lands, to be fair.
No, it's 4.
No, we have to bottom a card, so...
Oh, you'd bottom a land?
I mean, we have double Bobble and we have Grief. I don't think I want to go to 5 against their deck.
I mean, the thing is, we could just win with like a Thoughtseize Reanimate. Like, and we did win game 1. Like,
Basic Swamp is slightly appealing against the Blood Moon deck.
Alright. So,
I don't know. I mean...
Let's just try it. Let's get rid of like a 1-shot
land. Yeah.
Okay, let's try this. Just rip a Thoughtseize like a champ. It's all good.
Or just a black card into a Reanimate's fine, too.
I would allow it, yeah.
It's probably the worst possible, to be honest.
Another Mana Source. Cool. A Grief. A second Grief. Probably have to keep that.
Yeah, I think we bobble them too, and then just because we want 2 cards.
Yeah. I'm gonna shock just to. I'm gonna play this out. So in case we draw Pyroblast, we could play around a Daze or something.
Hopefully they draw that show. They fetch away the show and tell, or they draw the show and tell. So they're gonna fetch it, so we don't have the info. Oh no, unfortunate. Hopefully they play it and put in Omniscience. We put in Grief and take their creature, and then reanimate it. Yeah. Oh my god, that would be so good. If they put in Sneak Attack or Omniscience, that would be so good. Oh, they're not doing anything. We're gonna get to do the thing.
Oh, that'd be. Oh my god, that'd be so insane.
They already have show and tell in their hand. We know, so they're incentivized to keep a creature. So let's draw a Thoughtseize, so that way we can beat a counter.
Yeah, we can do Thoughtseize into Grief into reanimate Atraxa.
My gosh!
Just like, and then Grief them again.
Be just super sick. That'd be super sick.
Let's see. We can just reanimate Grief. That's actually really good.
You can Grief reanimate Grief, and then you can reanimate their fatty. This is the whole thing.
That's actually just so dumb.
All right, let's do it. Grief, pitch Grief.
I should play the win first. How dumb is that? What a fucking rip. Jesus Christ.
Counter it.
Yeah, they force it. It's like, reanimate.
Counter it.
Take your fatty. Reanimate.
They are forcing it, so then take their fatty and then take their fatty
again. They got rid of Flusterstorm? Oh, that's a shame.
I'm in. Oh, man. Take their fatty and then take their fatty again. Come on, fatty.
No!
Well, I guess we'll have to settle for the show and tell and the sneak attack.
No, only one. We can only take one.
We only get one.
And there's
Alright, I guess we just take the...
Oh, they have a fatty on top.
You take the show and tell then.
Yeah, we have to take show and tell and get lucky. Yeah, damn. They probably pondered it to the top. Let's see, did they shuffle? Ponder, no shuffle, so the fatty is probably on top. So
are they fetching?
No, they didn't fetch.
No, it's definitely on top.
All right.
Yeah, it's definitely on top.
All right, so we have to draw him or a Thoughtseize or a Grief. Exactly. So let's just... yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. All right, so do I want to shock here?
No. Why?
No,
I guess we can.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to think of.
Like, I don't think a shadow is winning, right? Which is the thing.
All right, super lucky one time.
Yes, hard cast it, and then next turn we can reanimate it.
As long as
they have it, guaranteed they have it.
Yeah. Oh,
all right. That's all right. That's all right. We accept that.
All right, they're in top deck mode though.
We have a 3-turn clock. No, are you kidding me? Oh yeah, we're dead. Hey, the Thoughtseize bug is not real. Changed my mind.
Yeah, like not only is it like it shuffles it, they shuffled it right back to the top. Damn, yeah. That's so fucking tilting. Right, I was gonna run it back. The deck, like, it felt fine. Just like rough that they had show and tell and sneak attack and a fatty on top of the deck.
Yeah,
like, and force will also. They needed like they needed to have force, otherwise the whole thing falls apart. Because we get to go like say they don't force the first one.
We take Fluster and then we take...
Yeah, honestly, it's like if they let it resolve and then they keep like... I'd say I take Show and Tell and they have Sneak Attack, Force, Fluster. Then I have double Reanimate for my Grief. They counter the first one, the second one resolves.
And takes their Sneak Attack. Yeah, then we get both.
So it worked out that they forced the Grief, which is... With Force and 2 ways to put a creature into play was pretty surprising.
Yeah.
Because... Yeah, I mean, it worked out, so I don't know. Alright. We'll just try not to draw a 4-lander. That was a mold of 5, though. Wow, this hand's pretty good.
Just force pitch Thoughtseize, rather. We can target ourselves with Bobble first. Or second. I guess second.
I wish if one of these was a black card, you know, it's just such a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah, you do draw a lot of lands in your 14 land.
Right, I swear to God, like I feel like I make it up, but it's like I always feel like how I remember you're like, how the fuck do you have 14 lands? Like, this is how, and you always draw them. All right,
they have a force for sure, right? Yeah, they were just 2.
Wow. They have one land.
We can take the fatty and reanimate and force them to pitch a blue card, and then their hands like brainstorm, show and tell is like probably what they get left with, because they probably pitch omniscience or brainstorm show and tell omniscience. I think we do take Atraxa because if we draw more reanimate spells, that's like the best case scenario, right? Maybe that's wrong, but
yeah, let's bubble ourselves, see, and then we could like. But I think then we just reanimate that, and they have to force. So. Another bauble.
We probably just fetch that away. It's too slow.
Yeah, it's just not what we're in the market for. So I guess I'll fetch just a Badlands here.
They're gonna force it, so I don't hate fetching a shock here, but
yeah, I mean we have 2 shocks here if we need it. And like if say we top deck a reanimate, you know, for some reason.
That's fair.
Let's see what
they're just thinking what to pitch, obviously.
It has to be the redundant show and tell.
Yeah, but I mean, no, it might be omniscience because the redundant show and tell is a little bit weaker to another discard spell later.
They're doing with the show and tell.
Yeah, I don't know.
It could be pretty close. Like I think that's better for us.
This is wild.
So fucking ridiculous.
This is obviously better for us in case we rip a discard. Although they can just brainstorm now.
Yeah,
if we rip a Pyroblast though. Ooh, that's pretty juicy. They're gonna brainstorm here, but like still, the number just 4 cards is like not a lot of cards.
Like that's
to get himmed.
Exactly.
It's just hemming them down to any 2 cards when we know they only have 1 land is like just so bad for them because they either have to put lands on top of their deck or spells on top of their deck, and then they lose the other. Right, basically is where they're at. So they could put like show and tell land on top, Ancient Tomb or something.
Like the hymn has been really good though. The hymns have been really good.
Yeah. We just need to draw a threat like ASAP.
Now, yeah, I know, like a turn ago.
But like reanimates count as threats, which is awesome.
You know, it'd be terrible if they force this because that means they have like Ancient Tomb, show and tell, omniscience, fatty.
I don't think is that possible. So they go to 4, they force pitch this. Ancient, they could, I guess, technically.
Like, exactly.
Yeah. But they have omniscience, so that would have to be the 1 dead card. Yeah, that would be wild. But yeah, I guess it's possible.
Echoing
omniscience, echoing choose. So they left show and tell.
Lands and fatty, probably.
They have no land. Okay. Just cycle that shit.
I think I'm going to fetch shock first. Like, we just can't...
Probably just fetch. Don't shock, because you might want to reanimate.
Yeah, let's get a swamp. Let's get a swamp.
Yeah.
That seems fine here.
Okay. It's a card. It does something.
It's something.
Well, I mean, if they draw a fetch land, or if we draw any...
Like,
it's fine.
It makes the bolts better. Like, I bolt them. This is a 4/4, you know, puts them down very quickly.
Yeah. Please force this.
You imagine?
Please force this. Well, they don't have land, right? And they know their brainstorm locked, so their next card is also not a land, right?
Yeah, so they might be like, I'm just going to die to this. And then we do only have 1 card in hand. They may be like, it's 1 card, you know? Like,
yeah.
Do they want to force and stay alive? All right. Like a
sure,
lot of good cards. A lot of good cards. Not it.
Probably target
them. Yeah.
It doesn't actually matter, yeah.
Do it now.
No land. Oh, that's an island. Okay, well, it's not a double land, so you just attack.
Yeah, I'll leave that in my hand for now.
I do think we play the shock land because if we draw shock land shadow, like technically that matters, right?
Yeah, I was just maybe. Oh, that would have been good a turn ago. Fuck. All right.
So we know they have show and tell. We need a discard spell. So we play the thing first, yeah.
And then we just bolt them now.
Yeah.
Now I think I shock.
We're already dead to Emrakul, so there's really no reason not to. Although not bolting, hold on. Not bolting here plays around technically sneak attack Emrakul. It's not, okay, yeah. I was just saying it does play around like sneak attack Grizzlebrand or something, but we're not that low, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because this will make this... Holy
Oh,
shit.
thank God.
Yeah.
Attack for 5.
But,
so this is 5.
They have to draw. They have to draw land here.
Is this lethal? Yeah, it's lethal, right? Next turn.
They have to draw land, or they're dead.
And they have to have fatty. Is this a concession pause, please?
I know this is like, oh no.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
I have to, but that fetch would have won.
It's okay. We have lots of live draws.
That's lethal, baby.
That's one of them, baby.
Well, actually, they can force it.
Unless they force it. Yeah, but if they force it, then they have to have exactly show and tell Fatty in hand and draw a land. And it can't be a fetch land because they'll be at 2. Okay.
It has to be like exactly.
No, they'll be at 1. No, they can't draw a fetch land either because they'll be at 1. They force.
I'm still at 12, so it's still be an 8/8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's. Fuck no! They got rid of Atraxa because Atraxa's just dead to this. Well, I guess Atraxa's not dead, but
See, they can't draw fetch land.
They can't draw fetch land.
Yeah, because they forced. Yeah. It's a fetch land. Let's go.
Oh my god, so tight. Deck has such fucking tight games.
Every game is a fucking nail biter.
It is. It's so close, man. Wow, the hymns have been MVPs though. I'm so happy I added them.
They're especially good when you draw 4 lands in your 14-land deck.
Yeah, it's like it's so dumb. So dumb. 14 lands, just. But honestly, like, not one game did we get mana screwed. Like, you don't get mana screwed in a 14 land deck because you just always fucking.
For some reason, yeah. And only one of those was assisted with a DRC, and it was to stop mana flood, not mana screw.
Yeah, it's just literally just like I have to bin all these lands. So far.
And funny enough, the one time we kept a land on top, we could have binned it and it would have been better, which is why.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, man, tough. Tough, man. The deck generates really good gameplay. I just enjoy playing the matches. You know, they're like so many decision points.
Yeah, I do think it has more interesting gameplay than like most decks, right?
Yeah, it's like really the life total matters. Like, oh hey Kabu, yeah, it was wild. What the fuck? Someone got scared? Was that you trying to double Q me?
It could have been a win trader that like realized it didn't get paired against who it wanted to.
Look at you. Look at this guy. 13 trophies. Now you just got to double that number in the next week.
Yeah, but instead I'm here playing meme decks with you.
Yeah, I said.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like, people who think that when you trophy a lot, like you win a lot, but I think I lost my last 10 matches. I went on like just a horrible losing streak after getting that last trophy. I think I lost 10 matches in a row. I'm not even kidding. I tried 5 different decks and I 0-2 dropped like 4 leagues. It was really bad.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Except, yeah, like, oh, that happens every once in a while.
Yeah, like I think I went on like a 25 game win streak or like pretty close, maybe like 1 loss, and then you just go on like just a 10 game tank.
Yeah, it's like yeah, I guess it's part of it. Right? It's literally variance. It's literally
overtime it balances out.
Like it's like you hit the highs and the lows. Certainly remember the lows a lot more than the highs. Like, and that's like it's true of like I'll play poker. And it's like, you never remember the big one you win. You remember the big one you lose. It's just...
Yeah. Well, and then on top...
Oh my god,
this sounds great.
This sounds so nuts.
and then on top of that, you just like... It's like, do you want to pitch... I think you just thought Season 1 first, right? To determine...
Well, probably not.
Never mind. Hey, it's okay though. We get to Grief plus him.
We do have
just get to pitch the Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
And they have Ancient Tomb and we have Scourge. How good is that? We have Scourge against an Ancient Tomb.
Yeah, this Scourge is gonna be fucking huge.
Yeah, just take a Solitude here, please.
Oh, it's 8 cast.
Take Psy.
Psy, have to take Psy.
Yeah, Psy, and then they can go Thoughtcast, but then we get to hymn them. That's fine.
So I do have to shock though, otherwise my Scourge won't.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to 15 because they're gonna be at 16, so it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, we'll save the Urza's Bubble for after they draw with Thoughtcast to get us some more information.
The 100 meltdowns on the board should be good for this matchup.
Only 3. You know, you guys convinced me to cut the 4th, so.
I didn't. I wanted 4.
So this is
The only annoying part is like they're incentivized to play out their 0-drops against us.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully their hand is like.
Which means they hopefully still have 2
Don't
cards.
be fucking
but maybe they
Emery. I
won't.
swear to God, don't be a fucking Emery.
Let's just draw a Snuff out. It's okay.
All
Oh,
right.
this is actually really good.
Yeah,
We're gonna
that-
get to him. Draw. Yeah, we're gonna draw him the shit out of him.
Thought
Ooh,
Monitor.
that's yeah. Hopefully we hit Thought Monitor plus like something good.
Another 1-drop. Kind of sucks.
It's okay. Our threat's a 2-drop, which is just like super lucky, right?
Thought Monitor Island. Nice Shadow Spear.
Nice Shadow Spear. How's this Scourge? This thing's huge.
A reanimate? Yeah, buddy. I think we're gonna have to. Do we want to shock here?
Yes, because I think we're
I
gonna
think we just
take their
have
life
to,
down,
right? We just
and
need...
we want their life to be lower. We
Yeah.
want our life rather.
Yeah, we just want to have. Damn, another fucking land. That sucks. Wow, they had 2 Thought Monitors. That sucks. This Scourge is gonna be fucking big.
Yeah, at least they're gonna have to like block this Scourge soon because it's gonna be so big.
Dude, I literally fetched. We saw reanimate with the bubble. I fetched away, and then we drew reanimate fetch. Just like, it's just so nuts.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think we don't have to change our life total till they do.
That's brutal. Saga's like
Saga's really brutal.
it's like one of the only cards that matters in the matchup. To be frank.
Yeah, agreed.
Damn, they literally drew Thoughtcast, Thought Monitor,
They
Thought
are-
Monitor, and
They are
18
ripping
cards.
pretty high.
Damn, those are really good. Really good.
They were also on the play, right? So they just got the chalice, unfortunately.
Yeah, like obviously.
If we were on the play this game, that would have been way different.
Yeah, we just win.
It is kind of funny that like it's that play draw dependent, but when you're not a Force of Will deck, I guess that increases that.
Attack, pussy. All right, this is bad.
You basically have to draw like another Scourge here.
A Scourge
To
or
force the
a Tombstalker are like the
Yeah.
only 2 draws. For which should I fetch now? I forgot. Am I still on 4 shocks? I do have 4 shocks. The Teamer Battle Rage would be pretty good right now.
It would be
Like,
decent. It would be
Yeah,
decent.
it would be like fucking GG. I'm trying to think of the.
Should have fetched, huh?
Hoping they click through this. I guess it doesn't matter. I can never be more than 8. Okay.
This is like kind of nice though because their things are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're still not 8s, right? Like they're gonna be close, but if they tap Tomb to cast something, they're not gonna be. And the Shadow Spear's already in the graveyard.
The fact that yeah, I mean,
Another Saga's pretty brutal. They're making a thing. How big is it? 5/5.
is that
So they need 3. I don't know. We're actually kind of chilling, right? No, now.
How do they draw? They drew
Yeah.
6 Thoughtcast effects.
We were chilling before the Thought Monitor.
Yeah.
I honestly think we were chilling before that.
What brutal.
Because them
draws.
getting to 8 was just so unlikely with 3 cards.
Yeah, no, they ripped some. They really drew well. They drew 3 Thoughtcast, 3 Thought Monitor, and 3 Urza Saga in 28
If
cards.
this was post board and we had our meltdowns, oh my Lanta. Yeah, we're dead.
Yeah, just that definitely play draw, but also I mean they did run hot. Let's just bring in the good cards. Bring in all those. What do I want to cut here? I feel like Thoughtseize. Like I feel like it has to do 1-drops, right?
Yeah. So bolts
Like
are kind of like blasts, right? Blasts kind of replace bolts in this matchup.
yeah, and then you like the Thoughtseizes versus the Chow stacks. I'm always like not thrilled about.
Maybe like a couple reanimates. Reanimates are like pretty mid.
Yeah, I just do like one reanimate. Yes, let's try this.
I think on the play, I like Thoughtseize better than reanimate. Hey, there's the one that we wanted anyway, right? It was always there. We can pitch the stuff out.
It has to.
Because Pyroblast kills all the stuff, yeah. The blast is kind of nice too if we see like Sai. Take the chalice and then
that's Sai. Oh, they have double Saga?
Oh, they have double Saga. It's alright, we're gonna draw Meltdown. I think we just take the Sai, right? Do we? Or do we just take the Mox Opal? They have Ancient Tomb too.
They have 2 Mox Opals.
So yeah, I guess we just take the Sai. It's just these blasts are gonna be pretty bad.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. They may... Like, if we draw a land and we just get Scourge down right now, we're fine, actually.
Yeah, we might be racing them. Although they have the Shadow Spear, but we might be racing them.
And that's pretty good.
I do think we want to not shock here, though. Right?
I don't know. We'll try, I guess.
The one time you want Grief to have First Strike, even though it never gets blocked. First Strike plus Scourge is actually, like, huge. Holy cow.
That's why Battle Rage is so nuts. That's, like, the whole thing.
7/7 casual. So they're gonna get a Shadow Spear here.
Yeah, so they'll increase their life by, like, 4. So it is gonna get weird.
And they can block with the second one, the new one.
Yeah. Like,
it's kind of a weird situation.
Yeah,
I don't think we should have blocked, though. I really don't. Or shocked, I mean.
The first shock? We had...
No, not the first shock, the second shock. I think it's fine not doing that. Because they're incentivized to attack here. Which...
we didn't. We got a Badlands.
No, I know. I'm just trying to think if we made a mistake.
No, I think it makes perfect sense. So this is gonna stay at 7.
We just need a Meltdown here. Oh man.
Yeah, Meltdown would be pretty insane. Yeah, just drew Pyroblast instead.
Yeah, so we can attack with Grief and then.
Yeah, we just attack with Grief only.
Yeah, and then next turn we can. We just need to rip Meltdown. We have Blast to protect from Force too.
Should have seen this sign on.
We have 3.
Damn.
Shadow's actually pretty good too.
It's not the worst. Definitely not the worst.
But the second Saga makes it like slightly worse, right?
Oh, I mean, the fact that they had double Saga is just it's kind of sick.
Yeah. I mean, we just have to block the. Yeah.
So we actually block, and then this is.
It still doesn't kill it, which is ideal.
No, it does because they're gonna gain 8, so it's gonna die. Grew.
But why did it grow before damage?
No, because they made this one. We anticipated this one growing, but not the unblocked one.
Oh, it went to 7.
Yeah, it went to and that now it's 6 because the token died. That was why.
Yeah,
that was why.
Yeah.
But dude, look at this. Like, how fucking tilting is that?
Oh my gosh, that Meltdown would have been the greatest Meltdown
I know.
of all time.
One fucking card away. But you know,
That's okay.
what can you do? They definitely. Again,
I do think.
I think that was in the higher end of their draws.
Yeah, game 1 for sure was, and I do think that matchup's like definitely one of the.
Oh, it's tough. It's super tough. Like honestly, it's just Saga. I literally had Alpine Moon on the board just for Saga. You know what I mean? Like because it's just so bad. Like being able to play it turn 1 and not have to worry about Sagas the rest of the match is just so big.
That makes sense. Yeah, those 2 Pyroblasts though also makes me kind of wonder like. We didn't have any mana up to blast the Thopters either, did we? Just the way it lined up.
The Thopters?
Oh no, that was game 1 that they had the Thopters.
Yeah, that was game 1. Yeah.
They literally just did Saga stuff game 2.
Game 2, all they did was they had double Saga Ancient Tomb. You know, like they topped like the second Saga.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
yeah, definitely rough. I mean, they could definitely see like why you want to have 4 meltdowns. Like,
yeah.
Maybe you can cut it like 1 lava man, just to have like one lava dude. Or you can cut
I didn't ever play Lava Man, so I'm not sure how good they were.
Yeah, I mean it was good versus control. All right,
This is a degenerate combo deck.
Oh, this is like the Killaby one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Killaby combo. That's really bad. It's a really bad matchup.
If we're on the play, it's not, but if we're on the draw, it is.
Lost a die roll, obviously. So.
Of course.
So it's gonna be it's not gonna be good.
Just need like a double discard spell turn 1 and maybe have a chance.
Holy fuck! Do I hate Echo Vions? Did I ever tell you that?
Yeah, I love
it. Have I ever mentioned that I dislike that card?
It's actually funny because I like pretty degenerate cards, and Echo Vions is like not one that is like gets me going. You know, like it's fine. Like I don't hate the card, but it's just not one that I get excited about. You know,
like me, fine with Dark Ritual, like, but fuck Echo Vions. You know, like that's sort of my. That's sort of my thing, where it's like the strategy is just like let's see who's luckier, you know. Let's each draw 7 again.
And my deck has 75 0 drops.
Yeah,
it, so.
And then it's like, and then my 14 land deck, like they'll be like draw 7. It's like 6 lands and a bauble. Like what the fuck?
Classic.
I mean,
Snuff Out's actually pretty good against them because both their Riddlesmith and their Construct.
Like if we were on the play, this hand is great. Because you get the thought.
I still think this hand's like
I'm gonna keep
fine.
it. I'm gonna keep it. But I just meant like the difference between play and draw here. It's like you get the thought seize them and hold up Snuff Out. You know, it's like yeah, we're gonna keep. And I hate that like, and the worst part about the Echo deck is you can just mold a 2.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like mold a 2. Like it's fine.
But molding the 2, like. Yeah, it basically just a mold of 7, honestly.
That's the whole thing, right? It's like it's sort of like Bazaar, you know. It's like just mold. Well, how it used to be with Bazaar, it's like you mold the Bazaar. I don't know if it's still true.
Yeah, it's still true for sure.
Mox Opal. Yep. Yep.
They might play a creature here, though.
Nope. The worst. Yeah, they're gonna play Construct and then crack LED.
This is fine.
Is it?
Just kill the Riddlesmith. I mean, it's fine. Oh, we can't. We don't have a land in play.
That's why I said like you have to be on the play.
Yeah. Oh, got it. Wait, Snuff Out's not just free?
Nah, we're done. I'm not even gonna entertain.
What?
They're just gonna jerk themselves off, you know. Like this isn't OnlyFans. Like just
Snuff Out's not just free. You need a swamp.
Yeah, you actually need a swamp. How dumb is that card? Like
I don't think.
If this was in Modern Horizons, it would be like just pay for life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just pay for life. Wait, so is there like an argument for some Pyroblasts? I mean, they kill the Riddler and they kill. They stop Echo, and they're incentivized because we're not a counter spell deck to go all in for him. Maybe it's just some like reanimates go out.
Like reanimates, but then what? Like bolts kill
their things. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think it's fine. Maybe like a Scourge is like a little slow, or maybe like a. You could take Bolt because Bolt's like worse than Snuff Out at killing the thing. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean it's close. Let's go 2 and 2. Let's see which one we like more. Or we can even go like 3 and 3 and cut like versus bubble.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
It's pretty slow. Oh, yeah, just bringing surgical because like I know you can't hit the. I mean, you technically can hit the Echo sometimes versus the Killaby deck because of the Containment Construct trigger.
Because they have triggers, yeah.
Yeah, like so you actually can. You may have an opportunity to.
Yeah, like Endurance and Surgical are better against Killaby deck than they are against most Echo decks.
Yeah, exactly. Alright. Let's be on the play.
I mean, we have a plan if we keep this.
Yeah, we have a plan. Would you play DRC or would you leave a Bolt though? I'd probably have to leave a Bolt.
I would play DRC.
You would play DRC?
Yeah, I think I would play DRC and assume that Surgical has text if they have like a Construct on turn 1, and if they like I just don't think we're winning any game that we don't have a threat in play. I like 100% would play DRC. I don't think it's close.
Sure, let's try it. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I like for matchups that I think are like very very poor. Like I don't mind trying.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
It's like the whole Delver against combo things, right? Like sometimes you just have to put a threat into play because putting a threat into play is like the argument against combos, right? They're gonna play like a defense grid here, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, I guess we conceded before. All right, that's weird.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna bolt them.
I don't think you do now, right?
I was gonna try to get delirium because
You'd
we have
to, like double bolt them plus snuff out. Yeah, it's fine.
because we have snuff out. It's kind of I'm
Yeah.
gonna get a bad lance here. I think because we have the snuff out.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, that's like the one that you almost want though. Sorcery, creature.
Damn.
Dang, I wish we would have kept the shadow.
Yeah, it's well. I
Doesn't
mean,
matter. Yeah, you couldn't keep them both. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, I think that's right though because we could have put them to 11 with a tomb in play. I think that would have been pretty good.
They're almost on a 2-turn clock, right, with the tomb.
And
Basically,
also, it's like if they're gonna echo you, you want to like use all your spells anyway.
yeah, they're kind of on a 2-turn clock, and if they play a creature before they echo, then we're actually like big chillin', right? Even if they get to echo. Yeah.
Oh, this is where
we're gonna get it with the LED, right? When they play
I was
LED.
like, yeah, like when would they ever discard LED? It's just like never.
We can surgical the LEDs.
Yeah, we got no, definitely 100%. Like, there's no downside, right? Like, like I think we 100% surgical the LEDs.
I was just thinking if there's anything else you surgical, but yeah, it's probably LED.
I mean, we'll see what they discard. Unless they discard Grape Shot, like that'll target that. But aside from that, just passing.
Interesting. I think we upkeep bolt.
Yeah. A grief.
That card's pretty good with surgical. I think we actually keep it because we might just grief pitch snuff out and then surgical. Like I really think that that's a plan with how low they are.
Damn,
with the ancient tomb.
That's annoying.
I really think
that this still isn't delirious.
Right, but it might be. We might get the surgical.
We might be. That's true.
In fact, I might argue that we're almost certainly surgicaling. So just take the echo, right?
Or the LED.
Why? They can gamble again. So like, if we take LED and they gamble discard echo, they could still echo if they draw a blue card or blue source, right? Does that work? Is that math right?
1, 2, 3, 4. You mean like wait, hold on. What are you saying? If I take the LED, can they cast the echo?
If they gamble and discard it.
Well, they can also just like if they draw a 0-drop, they could maybe get like Riddlesmith draws
or
like,
a pedal. They can
like
just hard cast echo.
Yeah, so maybe I think
you just take echo.
Yeah.
I think both our threats, one fly. Well, yeah, I guess our one threat flies.
Well,
we just need to get delirium.
Nah, surgical is main just to get delirium.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, just cannot get fucking delirium. Like for my life, like surveilling is fucking.
Yeah, in fact, this Empty the Warrens could be a problem too now.
Yeah, if I was delirious, we would just it wouldn't matter at all. The game would just be fucking over.
Right, but now it's like they technically go to 2, but then if we don't go delirious, then they're good. Or they go to 3 rather. But they're gonna make like quite a few goblins if they want.
Those are the 5 cards I know. They played Ancient Tomb. They could like just play LED and then empty for 4 goblins, which legitimately is like pretty good.
If we don't get Delirium, it's very good.
Like, I actually just can't.
But they also could play Riddlesmith and then try and do something.
Oh my
God, which
God,
might make more sense.
Let me just draw the 4th bolt.
let's just draw a hymn to Tarak, please.
Yeah, the hymn would be pretty nuts.
Oh, Bolt Mill.
Exactly,
is
yeah.
technically better.
That's what I was sort of thinking. It's a. Oh my God! I guess if I get Delirium, then I guess I should just attack though, right?
Yeah, because then they can't use Ancient Tomb, right? And they don't have Echo, so LED's like kind of not a good card anymore.
Yeah, I think I have to make them like if they want. Yeah, if they want to trade, like getting rid of Riddlesmith is really big.
And LED is so much worse without Echo in your deck.
Yeah, LED is pretty trash.
And they also can't tap both Ancient Tombs if they don't block here.
Yeah, definitely should have attacked before playing this, but I didn't think I was going to attack. Minor missequencing. Though if I didn't play it, they'd probably chump with the assumption I can kill them. Battle Legacy? I don't really look at those, dude. There might be.
Matt, the battle cards are yours, so you can Chain Lightning the battle card, and then you can copy it.
And then hit them.
And hit it, yeah. Or hit them.
Hit them, yes. I drew another LED. Alright, so I think I'm just going to go for an empty and go to 1 life. Oh my
3
God.
LEDs, that's insane. I think they have to, right? They don't really have a choice.
Their hand is gamble empty, and I don't think they want to gamble because they discard empty.
Yeah, and they don't have Echoes. Pretty glad we got rid of Echo at this point.
Yeah, I think that was a good move. Yep. Yeah, you can target them. All cards going forward are going to be like, you can target a player, a planeswalker, or a battle, or a creature.
Yeah.
Oh,
and that's why Chylith,
Chylith,
that's why you can target a, with Chain Lightning and you can copy it.
Oh my God, they hit it. They're so, oh my God, they gambled.
So now they can empty?
Yeah.
They're still dead to a sorcery.
Oh yeah, they're dead
and we're actually not like dead in 1 attack. We're dead in like 3?
2.
Do we do it? Yeah, we're still dead in 2. Still dead in 2. Still dead in... Not dead in 2. Bobble, we did it.
Yes. Oh
finally.
My God.
Finally. Meltdown. Don't put on top.
Yeah, put on top. Yep. Whoo!
Oh, that was a nail biter.
Jeez. The old like one game we got turn 1 Delirium, the other game is like turn 12 no Delirium. So annoying.
Yeah, that was wild.
Do we want Fair Macabres just to like if they go for like on the draw? I actually don't hate them because like being able to tag 2 like discard 2 important cards.
I don't hate it. I do think it's really interesting though.
Oh, we cut a bolt. Damn, the bolts are really good. They should leave bolts.
Are they good? They were only good because we had 3 of them.
Well, if we had 4, we would have won.
Okay, the one issue that, or the one cool thing is like, discard incentivizes them to play out artifacts, but Meltdown like kills them. I like that in this deck, right? Like most decks don't have that.
Like it's like a 1-2. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't type of thing.
Right. Whereas like some decks can play around by holding back artifacts against certain things, but against us they don't want to hold them back because of discard. I think maybe we just cut like a one snuff out. Bolt can like double as that in some situations.
Yeah, I mean it's tough.
I guess it doesn't matter. Snuff out or bolt's probably fine. I actually like Pyroblast.
You like it? I don't know. I haven't.
Maybe not. Maybe Bolt and it's only against the Echo, which if we're on the maybe it's not good.
I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna bring Macabres and see how I like them on the draw. Just like any interaction, I feel like on the draw.
Well, this is a situation where it would be good if it's good.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe they go Construct into Echo and we get to just get them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're 100% keeping this. Like,
yeah, this hand's really, really good. We just cycle into land Thoughtseize, right? That's the plan.
I mean, obviously. And then we're gonna draw Lotus Petal and then cycle in the Thoughtseize so we can go like DRC Petal, Surveil, Delirium.
Are we doing that instead of hemming?
Yeah, turn one him would be kind of nice.
Yeah.
Turn one him would be pretty good.
Turn one him, discard your Echo, and then eat it.
Yeah, like nice try. Let's see if Macabre is any good. Alright, so...
This Meltdown could be good.
It could be.
Oh, don't show him the Meltdown, though, please.
I know, right?
Any other card.
DRC, okay.
Oh, that's probably the best one.
They
have 4 cards. We probably should look at their... Should we just... let's cycle Street Wraith first, and then probably play DRC, and then Bobble. Ooh. That's usually... Okay, yeah. I think we just play DRC and then Bobble. I think we bubble them just to determine, like...
Well, because we're going to surveil us, so I think we could bubble them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think we can graveyard that. Look, we have turn 1 Delirium.
And do I want to...
Yeah.
Draw... I don't think I want to draw on their turn, because if they bubble... I mean, if they echo, if they wheel, then I want to draw it on...
Our turn.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna...
Yeah, I'm good with that too. And there's nothing that we would want, right? Like, if we didn't have Graveyard Hate, then maybe it would be worth it.
Yeah. Gamble. Okay, I love seeing Gamble whenever Surgical in hand.
It's like there's a chance that it works.
Exactly. Yeah. There's like the tiniest opportunity for us to do something.
Like, the perfect chance for them where they discard exactly Echo is actually the perfect thing for us. We get the surgical LEDs regardless, though, which is like kind of okay.
Yeah,
and we have
and we could like say they discard anything, like the fact that we could tag like exile like surgical the best card and then Macabre something else, like just if
I didn't realize we need a land though. Yeah.
Ooh, do we? No, I was like, do we?
No, there's no way.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather a Thoughtseize, but take both.
You'd rather a Thoughtseize than a land?
That's fair. Say I saw my favorite Macabre. So you don't think I Meltdown here? I guess the only reason I'm not going to Meltdown is because we drew Bolt. Because if they play something with like the LED they're going to look up, I want to be able to like bolt the Containment Construct. You know what I mean?
But there's an argument for doing it though, and that's that we know they have Gamble and they can get LED off of the Saga, and we take them off Gamble if we eat their Petal potentially.
If they brick on like a land mana sources, yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know if it's right. I'm just.
Saying definitely. Yeah, it's definitely worth thinking about.
Because they're gonna gamble here.
Like, I don't mind surgicaling even like sagas, to be honest. like I think there's a lot of good. We could always Macabre the Saga just to take one out of their deck. The thing is, they know about the Macabre because of the Bauble, and they discarded it. Yeah, so they have to go for it now. All right.
Do we just bolt them, or do we not do anything?
Well, so we can. Right. So we have. All right. What do we want to get rid of?
I think we surgical the LED, and then we can hit the empty and the black creature because those are their one-ofs. So we can hit those. Right? Like, hitting their one-of seems better, and then we can hit, like, the Riddlesmith and Gamble. I think we hit those two, then we hit Riddlesmith, Gamble, and then we surgical the LEDs. I think that's, like, the highest EV, because those are all cards that they would want to draw. Baubles don't matter this turn. Oh, we can surgical for info first. No, they don't have any...
I mean, they have no cards at hand. I mean,
we know how they boarded. It's fine.
Yeah,
I think we hit the Riddlesmith, Gamble... and then we surgical the Lion's Eye Diamonds. And then we can bolt them.
Do we want to bolt them or hold up like this in case we draw something.
What are we drawing that costs mana on their turn?
I mean, a bolt for like exactly a bolt for like a Riddlesmith or a Containment Construct.
How does the clock change? I guess.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna lose Delirium, so it's really hard to say.
Maybe losing Delirium is an argument for not bolting here because we would want to try and get it back.
So so the last one, what are we saying? We want to get rid of Gamble and Riddlesmith?
Yeah.
Alright, then I think we let it resolve. Alright, we drew Snuff out of Macabre and Bolt. Look at that!
Let's go!
Alright, we got ways to interact. So LED is gone. That's big. Man, more game than I thought.
Yeah, definitely more than I would have expected. So do we just snuff this with the first trigger on the stack? Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, the only thing that punishes us here... Oh, wow.
I'm going to still do it right now.
So that way they don't get any opportunity to do anything. Did you keep that?
The Shadow?
That card's good. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
And we can actually Fairy to, like, turn on this at some point, which is good. So we can Thoughtseize Shadow. Ooh, we might want to end-step Bolt, too. Just because of the way our mana works out.
Well, their hand is shit.
Gamble, Breakthrough, we can just take them. We can't take them. So we can take Gamble. Because the rest of their hand.
Do we care about... I mean, Breakthrough they could do for, like, X's 3.
Okay, well, they can Noxious, right? So it doesn't actually matter. Oh, we can actually Fairy in response to the Noxious.
Yeah, the Noxious, so it does matter.
Gamble, actually, they can just Echo, right? So we just take Gamble, right?
Oh, yeah, they could just, like, cast it if they discard it, yeah.
They can just play everything and then Echo. Should just play Shadow?
Yeah, I think so, right? That's lethal. Because of, like,
Snuff out. We can snuff out our own DRC.
yeah, to get 1 extra point of damage. 6, 7, 8. No, but Bolt is lethal for them, too.
Oh, yeah. So basically, well, and they have an Ancient Tomb, too, right? So it was already lethal.
Mm-hmm.
More or less. So they're gonna Noxious Revival here, and we're gonna eat it with Fairy Macabre. Fairy Macabre's actually been pretty sick. I'm surprised they didn't do that. That feels wrong. Oh, they don't have another artifact. Yeah, they have Mycosynth for Petal. I think they should have done that. I think that's their out.
Hmm. This is
A non-Force of Will deck potentially beating the Degenerate of Degenerate decks. We take those.
losing the die roll in the match too, which is like just so.
Which I think we can argue like our game one hand was probably favored, right? Like.
But they can't use this, right? They have to sack it. It's not like LED.
Right, but they can break through for 2. They're probably gonna break through for 2.
Yeah, but they're dead on board.
No, I know. They have to hit like LED Echo, right?
They can't. We surgical LED.
Oh, we did. They can hit Echo. They can just do it for 0 and hit Echo.
They technically can't. They're just gonna see. Yeah, so they're gonna do it for 0 and try to hit Echo. Yep.
Yeah.
Their only line. It's a good one. They got 3 outs in the deck, and they found it. They always fucking find it, dude. It's just so sick.
So we can just hit a. We can hit 2 containment constructs. That's probably required for them to try and win.
With LED gone, I don't know how much of a big deal it is anymore.
Well, they still have the Riddler guys, right? The Riddlesmith.
Well, there's one in the graveyard. Should we take like
1 and 1 maybe?
Or Riddle and Gamble?
I don't think Gamble's as good anymore, right?
Well, they can
They
still
don't have
get,
LEDs.
but they can get the Echo, which is what they keep doing.
But they don't have like they're gonna have 7 cards, so getting gambling for Echo I think is harder. I think we eat the creatures. I think the creatures are how we lose the game, but maybe I'm wrong.
I'm gonna try Riddle and Opal. I guess Riddle. Honestly, Opal's not bad. They played a land for turn.
I think it's at least no, they didn't.
Yeah,
oh, they did. My consent. Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's Riddle construct, but
No,
Riddle
you know,
Opal is fine.
because they can't play land or play LED. They have to play like, and I think they cut Chrome
mana artifacts.
So it's like,
yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I actually like that. Good suggestion. Let's tech them both.
We also do have Snuff out for a creature, right?
Yeah. We're drawing 7. We might not.
Oh yeah. Potentially have it. We just always have it. See,
we've been floating this Snuff out the whole match.
Yeah, the Snuff out's been right on top of the deck. Yeah, they only have a couple petals left, and they would have to hit like petal a bunch of zeros and Grape Shot is like maybe a line, but unlikely. Surgical on LED has been pretty solid.
No, it's like it's legitimate. It doesn't win the game instantly, but it's a legitimate like game plan. It's fucking sweet, dude. Holy shit.
Let's go.
Holy shit. What great matches aside from Acast. They were all really good.
They've all been good, yeah. And 8cast was like good if you remember that the top of our deck was a Meltdown that probably would have won it.
Yeah, it was one turn short, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, Carrot.
What's up, Jared? How's it going?
Jared, Carrot, what's going on, dudes?
Yeah, scamming for sure.
Deck has been pretty great. Love you too, buddy.
Jared, we'll play some Doomsday at some point. I'll come join you for some Doomsday.
I still remember, Jared, I don't mean to rub it in, but yeah, I can't believe I beat Jared when I was playing Domain Zoo. And it was, like he's on Doomsday. It was nuts. Hey, dude, GG's, like, that deck is so good. It's so fucking degenerate. It's so hard to play against. I don't know if the Macabre is like, well, that was like the good thing with Macabre. It's like, discard, just keep drawing, discard, keep drawing him. It's like, it was definitely a tighter match than I thought it was going to be. Oh, we won a die roll. Oof. Hand's not great. I mean, if they're on a creature deck, it's pretty good. We got to turn 2 Shadow then.
This is like...
If you know they're playing a creature on turn 1, this is good. You know what I mean?
Especially off of fetch land.
And because we have Bauble to cycle here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's that?
It just feels like this hand has so many better starts, but like
this was a Thoughtseize, you know, it's just or a DRC
or even a Grief.
Yeah. All right. This is way better. This is way better. And obviously, we'll do we have enough land? Should we bottom a spell maybe? Just like. It's just so crazy how I just draw all the fucking lands.
Yeah. The one nice thing I will say that I haven't realized for a while, because I haven't played a lot of non-force decks, like I've been playing a lot of force combo decks, is like when you don't have force in your deck, you're just so much more chill. You know, because like there's nothing you can do, so you're just like, whatever. It is whatever, it is, man. You know, it is what it is at this point.
Ooh, Once Upon a Time.
Please be Elf's not a knit.
Honestly, this hand's pretty good.
It's
obviously an initiative.
It's definitely a knit. Oh, don't chalice us, bro.
They're obviously chalicing.
Oh, they are. Yep, they're tapping it.
Fucking painful.
Well, we're gonna him them, right? So whatever. We have a threat in play, which is because we smartly.
Yeah, but you told me to mold a double Scourge hand versus the Ancient Tomb Chalice deck. It would have been like the best thing ever.
But we had the play, so hey, you should have said they're on a knit, and I would have been like, fair. All right.
Look, I'm gonna bottom this basic. Now I have to mill the basic, and then I'm gonna get the initiative and get no fucking value. It's just so fucking irritating. Double Spear. Oh. Why didn't you play a guide? Oh, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Holy shit, that's irritating. I can't
Yeah,
upkeep Bolt though. Just
if they could have played a guy, that's pretty impressive that they didn't.
oh no, I guess they just don't have it.
Yeah, we know. We understand. We see what's going on here.
Oh,
Ooh, that card's insane. Let's go.
it's decent. It's
They have
decent.
Ancient Tomb Fetch too. That card's like so good. And next turn we can play the Shadow to turn on Delirium. That's like the only annoying part.
What? Oh, they have Spirit Guide Endurance. After I milled an Elvish Spirit Guide.
No way. No way. No. 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 No.
I was like, dude, you fucking got me. Like,
No, they're just memeing on you. They definitely don't.
like I was like, dude, like, wow, that'd be.
I think we shock here too, right?
Yeah, we have to shock. I think because of making sure our dude stays huge.
Yeah, because he can outrace everything basically if we're at 12.
And it's out of Fury range, like, which is such a big deal.
It feels really. See, we just drew the Scourge, Matt. That's the plan.
Yeah, obviously,
We kept a turn 1 creature and drew the Scourge.
like a Minskin Boo.
Yeah, Minsk is actually probably fine for us, right?
Not great.
Yeah, this is the 7/7 now.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, they have to block. What? And we can play this Shadow to get Delirium, and it's just they have to block basically. Ooh, they're dead. They're actually are they dead? No. But we can just attack now. Do we snuff? I don't think we snuff. Do we?
I guess it doesn't grow our creature, so we don't have to. Yeah.
Just see if they block first. They might. They have to block, right? We're like cool if they block, right?
No, they go to 2, but that'll make this a 5/5, and it should be game. But I milled my stupid basic.
Yeah, we did. We did in dumbly mill our basic. I think this is fine though because we don't even have to block the Undermountain.
I guess I really don't have to do anything. Well, I guess they take the initiative back.
But we don't care because it just forges,
just,
right?
wow.
Yeah, we can use that to like just eat the blocker.
How fucking disgusting is that?
Chalice on 1, turn 1, no big deal.
Yeah, that Chalice on 1, turn 1. Scourge is just so sick versus initiative. It's just so good. Like, and the Ancient Tomb decks, just what a beefy boy.
Scourge is massive against Ancient Tomb.
I think bolts are really weak.
Yeah, I also think so. Thoughtseize reanimate's like actually really good against them, right?
The only thing is on the play. Like, do we want to cut 1-drops on the play?
You might cut him. Do you cut him against them?
Yeah, I mean him. Like, it's funny because like him is slow, but it's also like you need it.
It's gonna hit gas too if it resolves, right? But I think maybe cut a bubble now.
I just gotta thought. See, just the Chalice on 1, I want to be able to cycle through the deck quickly.
That's fair.
Let's see how this feels. On the play, we could reevaluate. The fact that we won that one is pretty nice.
Yeah, Carador, I do know what you're saying. You can't. Especially because we reanimate the Fury and then eat their things.
But yeah.
Well, okay, you're winning with a deck that is basically a modern deck, right? So isn't that exciting?
I'm gonna keep this.
Except for Snuff Out, this deck is basically legal in modern.
Yeah, it is. It's a fucking modern deck. Power Blast and Meltdown on the sideboard and stuff. This is dude. It took me so. I love how I have 3 lands again. By the way, just like can never not. You
nice. Once upon a time before after you play your lane.
Yeah. What?
Whew. Please hit a Ancient Tomb and don't have a Chalice.
Oh,
that's a problem.
That's good to know.
If they don't play it on turn 1, we can get a basic Swamp,
Yeah.
which is pretty good. I have a feeling they're playing it on turn 1.
I can still just draw Bolt.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I'm not like stone dead.
Yeah.
They're playing it on turn 1. Interesting.
They're also going all in on it though, so like that's whatever.
Yeah, that was all right. So we have bolts and swamp. Nice.
They are definitely some of the more busted cards. But
oh, I didn't grief. I was supposed to grief there. I literally just got in mode and I was.
You were definitely supposed to.
I was.
There.
Well, they shouldn't be able to. I guess if they
no, because they can't double land because of Magus.
But they have to have land, spirit guide, like initiative creature. So if they don't do it, then I mean it's fine.
We're just waiting for extra information. That's it. Don't do it, please.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it was
exactly.
just like, it was free info. Oh, let's go. Wait,
oh my god. All right.
So we can.
Well, no matter what, I think we need the grief with a snuff out. Probably.
Yeah, we can hard cast snuff out too here in a minute here.
Yeah, we're pretty close. All right, so
Next turn we can.
We're definitely gonna grief. Pitching Thoughtseize.
Yeah, we're not gonna double. We're never gonna Thoughtseize.
I'm never gonna Thoughtseize.
All right, so take the Under Mountain because they're not close to casting Fury.
Yeah.
And then we can hold the Petal, and then next turn we can snuff out Hardcast.
Yeah, and then we can play like a fucking Insane Shadow.
And then we can play an Insane Shadow. And if they Fury it, we can like snuff it out. I love that
exactly,
play.
Yeah.
That play's the best. All right, no more lands though. Let's draw some spells. That's actually really good too.
Huh? Do I actually?
No way.
No, I definitely.
We have 2 snuff outs.
Yeah,
we don't need it.
Yeah,
yet.
I snuff out. Yeah, too.
Just wait. Just pass. You're constraining their mana potentially too.
All right, and I'm gonna fetch on my upkeep also.
This is epic. This is so good for us.
That's bad.
That's not good for us. Every other thing was good for us except
that's actually not the end of the world though. I'm gonna be honest.
Because we can play a big shadow.
Yeah,
and we can snuff the Minsk next turn. The Boo.
Yeah. No. I actually don't think this is so. Like,
it's actually good because our shadow is gonna get pretty big.
The only thing is like, yeah, it'll be close. Now I think I want to snuff this out because they can't replay it. There's no point in taking the damage.
Yeah, they only have Fury.
Because I'm gonna go to 12 and I can always control my life total with my fetches.
Yeah. Gyarados, you can. It does not happen very often, especially in a 14 land deck, but sometimes the stars align.
Yeah, I disagree. It happens all the fucking time in my 14 land deck.
Okay, so we fetch...
Definitely get 1 swamp.
And we're snuffing, so we're going to go to 7. We probably get Badlands also, and then we probably leave the last one up.
So we get 1 Badlands.
1 Swamp, and then I think we can just...
Or do we shock, actually? That puts us to 6. Right?
They're at 19, though. We can't kill them in 1 attack. We can kill the Minsk, though, if they plus. We know they have Fury. Maybe we don't shock this time, and we shock next time.
We
have Snuff. I don't think we need to shock. I think we just draw. I don't think we shocked the last time. We don't currently have use for the mana. All right, so do that, draw a card, and then let's see what they're drawing.
On them?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what they draw.
So no red card. That's actually ideal. Okay, so now we just Meltdown.
No, we don't Meltdown, I don't think. But they're drawing a Chromox. We want them to play it, right?
Okay. Yeah, they might try and attack and then draw cards. This is fine.
Well, they not because they know we could just fetch shock and block.
Okay, maybe they try and draw cards and we get
that they might try to do that though.
And then we get the Fury. Oh, this is so good.
Jesus Christ!
Good thing we didn't fetch shock, huh? Just saying.
Yeah, it would have been a little awkward.
It is looking like a 4-1, Matt. I'm not one to call it too early.
Shut the fuck up.
This is looking pretty spicy.
We just say okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
We should block too, just for the plus EV play.
I don't even think they won't even. So they have Chroma.
And now we can just fetch a shock land tapped.
Yeah, because this is gonna be so I'll fetch it to it'll be 8 power. That's probably
but we're gonna kill Minsk, so it doesn't actually matter what his power is, but we just want to.
No, I mean just like in the long term, you know, like what. So I mean, we can always take our draw step here too. Like we don't have to. Oh my God.
Oh, that's insane. So an Ancient Tomb does make a Fury, so like technically speaking, I think we should just Meltdown. There's just no reason not to. It also turns off any 4-drop. They can't draw a 4-drop. Not that it matters, but and then play the Sky and Scourge, and we're just big chilling. That was like really close to a trophy. I just want to say.
Yeah, deck's really good. But even if they draw a red card and Fury here.
It does not matter.
All right,
Nice,
yeah.
nice
nice,
once
yeah,
upon
nice
a
once upon a
time.
time. Okay. All right, just like crushed initiative there, or like a literally no contest to them.
Against the Chalice too. We take those.
God damn it. So close. I always get so close to fucking trophying with this deck.
All right, but you have to open the chest because I'm here.
That's open. Fuck it.
It's a requirement.
I'm all done.
I opened Shieldred plus Ursa Saga last time.
Remember when this card was worth something? It's like $1 now.
Yeah.